record first. Yeah. Okay. So especially since you are you just set up a new website, right? So it's very difficult for people to actually find your website. Yeah. So as mentioned by Andrew yesterday, like all the lessons that he went through with you, right, about the Google search engine, Google Ads and all. Yeah. So it's very important that you track the traffic, or in other words, how many people actually visit your website, because you actually pay money to like, Namecheap, SiteGround, and domain to run your website. So you should actually see some results lah. Yeah. Then number 4 is to ensure that all plugins are updated. Because like for example, like yesterday, we were using this plugin called the Brizy, right? Yeah. So actually these plugin developers, right, normally will update their plugins lah, be it small changes or big changes. Yeah, so especially if they make big changes, right, their coding side, right, will actually clash with some of the plugins that you have. Yeah, so it's very important that you check that all your plugins is updated and see if there's any errors lah. Then if there's errors, then you have to quickly solve it lor. Yeah, and it's important to not also overload like your WordPress with a lot of plugins. Yeah, and to choose the plugins wisely lah. If not, it will take out a lot of RAM. So, and number 5 is to try to use videos or images rather than text. So, this is like the point 1 to keep it simple, right? Like just now I say, not to use too much videos, images, right? Yeah, so you have to keep it a balance lah. But you cannot always just put words on your website. If not, you'll be very unappealing. Like it's all words, then people wouldn't want to read so long, right? Yeah, and also like video or images also actually tells a lot of tells the audience better sometimes about the content that you want to, or the message that you want to convey to them. Yeah, and number 6 is the mobile usability. So understand that when you build website, right, you're using like computer, and like normally, but however, normally people actually access like websites using their mobile phone as well. So actually, when you build your website, you also have to take note about how the mobile interface will look like. So later on, when I show you the WordPress, right, you will see how to adjust the designs and all accordingly to the mobile interface. Yeah. Why I cannot move? Okay. Okay, then actually I missed one slide. So yeah, I go with the first slide. So building website also require creativity, consistent, and also the content lah. So creativity wise, like the design lor. Like, you cannot like expect people to want to see your website if you like don't make it clean and nice lah. Yeah, it should it can, you don't need to be like super creative. It can be like just simple and minimalistic. Like now it's a trend, right? Yeah. And then consistent is to always update your website with the content, update the content like promotions, product, or like sales that you have for your company. And focus on basic, because I rather you to have like a simple website than you have a overwhelming website, but you don't know how to manage it lah. Then there's no point lah. That if your website is not functional, but it's very beautiful or like very nice. Yeah. So number 3 is using the dash and not the underscore. So actually, other people overlook this point, because like for example, when I create a page, right, or I insert image or videos, right, I want to name the page or the image and video. Yeah, and it's better to use like a dash than an underscore, because the system, right, might not recognize underscore like the symbol lah. Like for example, if you want to make a page like how to do something, then you should use how dash how dash then do then dash again and something instead of underscore. Yeah, so the system can actually recognize the dash symbol more accurately. Yeah, and also of course to make the full use of the support team. This applies to like SiteGround and like those web hosting lah, because they really provide good support. And sometimes since you are a beginner, right, you will not know how to like handle some of the issues that you encounter, like why your system crash, why your website crash. So actually this support team, right, is there like 24 hours like, for you to call them and to ask your inquiries. Yeah, so make sure to you make full use of them. And to always organize your sidebar. So this sidebar, right, is actually more relevant to companies who have a lot of products, products listing. Like it's more for e-commerce companies lah. So actually, sidebar is actually very hard to manage. Like you have to keep updating the module, the function. Yeah, so if you are not really a e-commerce business and you are just like, like a content blogger or whatever, I would just recommend you to use a menu for your customer to navigate. It'll be easier. Yeah, and number 6 is to learn about the SOE, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. Yeah, so this actually went through by Andrew. This means that it's like a practice of increasing the quantity and quality of your traffic to your website through organic search engine results. Yeah. Okay, so I remember that on the first lesson we mentioned about Divi Builder, right? About this WP WordPress website building plugin. Yeah, but then we actually changed to the Brizy under the Namecheap one. So you can just skip. Yeah. Okay, so right now just what's it called? Go through again how to wait. So actually you guys, right, can log in to your Namecheap and go to your web page again. So how you go back to your web page, right, is you log in, right? Then you go under WordPress, manage. Then you come back to this page. And after that, you just click in to get a free month of web hosting. Yeah. It's not clear here, can you? Here, I just put a try for free one. I need to click you need to click the red button first. Then after that, you press the X at the side. Then you'll come into your web hosting. If everyone there, then you can just let me know. Just say done or something. Then I can move on. Everyone there? If yes, then okay. So before I move on, right, I'll show you how to actually unsubscribe to this package first before we move on. Yeah, before the 30 days ends. So you just click on to the what's it called? This one. You just click anywhere. After that, you scroll down, right? You'll see this subscription section. Then after that, you click on manage. Yeah, you actually see like, because I got that time I tried, so I got 3. But I can actually just click on this. Then you'll become like, you'll be unsubscribed. Yeah, so after you finish maybe 1 day before the 30 days end, then you can go unsubscribe it. Yeah. Okay, so if everything clear, I'll just move on. Okay, so now you press on your WP admin. They will bring you to your WordPress dashboard. Okay, So now I will just watch one video to teach you how to publish a page or a post on WordPress. Let me know if like the video is blurred or anything, okay? Can you hear the video? Got sound on the video.
Yeah, we cannot hear the audio.
Sorry?
Cannot hear the audio.
Can you hear the audio? Okay. Yeah.
You don't have to publish straight away. You might.
Oh yeah.
Can hear you, can hear.
Yeah, pay from start.
New page and you start adding text, you'll see over here on the right that the status is automatically set to draft. So no matter what you do, what you are editing right now will not go public on your website until you actually set it to publish. You don't have to publish straight away. You might want to keep something in a draft status until you're completely happy with it. So it's perfectly fine to keep it in a draft status on your site until you're ready to publish it. Okay, so as you're adding the text, you can continue to save the draft using this button over on the right. And then once you're happy with that page, so maybe you've viewed it by going to view page at the top and seeing what it looks like in the browser view. So this is how readers will see it once it's published. You can go back to the page editing mode by hitting edit page. And then you can hit the big blue publish button once you're ready with that. Okay, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I just want to demonstrate to you the difference between the draft and the published list over on your pages list. So if you click on all pages over on your left-hand column, you will see that we have a number of draft pages actually on this test website here. So these are all my pages and I've got a few drafts. I've got one that's marked private, so that's a slightly different status. And then quite a few published pages. So over here you can see when it was published or when it was last modified if it's draft. Okay, so I am just going to go back to my page. So I'm clicking on the back button there on my browser. So how to publish a page. So once I'm ready to publish, I hit publish. And that will now be live, although that will not appear on your navigation bar. Because your navigation bar is controlled and built in another area of WordPress, you'll now need to manually add that page into the right slot on your navigation bar, which I'll go into in a different video. So there you have it, saving a page as a draft and publishing a page.
Yeah, so that's actually how you create a page. And let me just show you, demonstrate to you. So actually, yesterday I actually teach you how to create a page already, right? So how you view your number of pages, right, is you go to all pages, then you can actually see like the card, checkout, my account, privacy policy, sample page, shop. All this actually is given to us lah. But I can actually delete like this. For example, you don't want like a sample page. So you go under edit. Then you see this, right? Like your right side, there's this status and visibility. So for now, because it's already published, so it's like to the public. So if you want to delete this page, let's move to trash. Yeah. And it should be like deleted lah. Yeah, so you shouldn't see like the my sample page anymore in your list. Yeah. Okay, so just now, right, I was mentioning about this about this point right, the top point, use dash and not underscore. So this is actually what I mean. Like when you create a page, right, should actually have a page name for it. Yeah, so it's easier for you to know where to input your contents under. For example, if you want to include products, then your page should be named as product. Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, so actually here I can see there's this permalink, right? So click this, then you have the URL slug. Yeah. So for example, I want this to be my home page. So I click then, so I just name it as home. Here home as well. Yeah, so you can see here, right, there's this link. So the fun part, right, is actually your domain name. Like https://ebs training, blah blah, then domain address. Then at the back, right, will be what you input here, home. Yeah, so whenever visitor enter your page, right, and they enter home, right, you'll see this link. Yeah. So make sure that you name it correctly lah. Then, for example, if I want to have a very long name like products and services. Okay, so you can see these like spaces in between. Right? Actually, you cannot do that one. So what we do to replace the spaces, right, is to put a dash instead of an underscore. Yeah, so it's easier for the system to load and to recognize, as I mentioned before. Yeah, so actually this is all for like the creating a page. Yeah, so far still can follow, right? Right, so yesterday I'll just, is there any benefits or drawbacks if it's a long URL? Actually there's no, okay, let's say you want a customer to enter like this specific link lah. Normally you'll just send them a link lah, so they can just enter. So it's not really, there's not really a benefit or a drawback. Yeah, but as long as you know like this page is for what use, right? I think that's the purpose lah. That's all that you need. Yeah. Okay, then let's move on. Okay, so yesterday, right, actually asked you guys to download this blank slate thing, right? Because let me just explain again why we need to download this blank slate lah. Okay, so actually when we install this plugin called the Brizy, right, they actually have a template for us. It's like a default template. So whenever we create a new page, right, they will just automatically give us the template. So in order for us to build on like a fresh new page, right, we have to download this blank slate so that you'll clear all the template for us to build on it. Yeah, if not, if you stick to the plugin template, right, you build on, then you continue to build on it, right, your content will clash, the code will clash, right? So you'll not be able to have the result you want. Yeah. So I hope that is clear enough. Okay, so so the first thing, right, we need to do is to actually have a navigation menu. Yeah, so I'll teach you how to have a menu for your website lah. Okay, so you go back to the dashboard. Sorry. Okay, let's say you want to have home, right? You have to also publish first. Just publish like your page. After you are done, you go back to the dashboard. Okay, so I'll show you how to create a menu. So to create a menu, right, you have to go under appearance at your side menu of the dashboard. And you should see a drop down of this list. Then you go under menus. Okay, so sorry. So actually just now I deleted this sample page, right? That's why it's invalid. So you have to remove it lah. Yeah. Okay, but by right when you go in, right, there shouldn't be anything. Yeah, because that time I was trying it out lah. Okay, wait, let me just delete. Okay, so you should actually see this interface when you go in lah. Yeah. Okay, so you just name a menu or something. Then if you see this menu settings, right? Auto add pages means that whenever you have a new page, they will auto add into your menu, which is something that I won't recommend because sometimes like you want to put it, maybe you just want to publish it, but you don't want to put it in your menu yet. Yeah. Okay, so this one is like the view lah, like where you want to display it. So desktop, horizontal, and expanded. Then menu, mobile is for the mobile interface, and the footer. Footer is like the bottom, half of your screen. So for now, I won't put footer first because it's actually meant for the header menu. Yeah. So the social one I can just ignore lah. Then just create. Yeah, so here right, you will see add menu items from the column on the left. So it means here. So actually they will give you the list of like the pages that you have, and what you need to do, right, to add into the menu, right, is to just maybe I want my home, my account, and my card. So I guess you can just add to menu. Then it will appear here. Okay, so another thing, right, if you drag it to like the left side, right, you see actually under home. So what this means that, right, my account will be a sub heading of home. Okay, sure, I will just show you what it will look like if I put it if I put my account under home. Okay, so let me save first. Okay, so now, right, I'll go back to the page. Home. And continue to edit with Brizy. Yeah, so for now there's nothing lah. So I'll just anyhow like choose one of the template first. Okay, let's say this is like my screen. Then I want to add in a menu because now you cannot see any menu navigation bar, right? Yeah. Okay, so you scroll down, right? You will see this plus button. You can actually there's one of the modules that says menu. Yeah, so it's here. It's the last row, the last icon. So what you have to do is just to drag and leave it. Sorry, I leave it here. Okay, what the block means, right, is actually like a different section. So I'll just do this menu first. Okay, so this is actually your menu. Now just now we had three titles, right? The home, the what do you call, my account, and card. So you can see that my account is like not here lah, and that's because it's actually under home. Yeah, so if you see the preview, right, when you hover it, right, you should actually see that this is my account. But because it's I haven't adjusted the color yet, so it's a bit dark lah. I hope that you can see there's actually the drop down for my account here. Yeah. So that's the use of like let's open another one too. That's the function of the menu lah. Yeah. So there's actually a sub one also. Like like for example, I want my card to be under my account also. Then my shop. to be another to let my customer or visitor see together with home, then this will be my main header, main menu. Then this will be my sub menu, my account. Then under my account, there's another sub item, which is cart. Okay, so I'll let you see what happens. What will be shown if we set these settings for your menu. We'll go back to like the preview to see. Okay, so you can see that actually it's changed. Like it's now home and shop instead of home and cart. Okay, so when you hover over home, right, you will see there's like my account here. Then under my account, there's another drop down, which is cart. Yeah, so you can actually adjust your menu accordingly to whichever way you want. Yeah, it works like, for example, you have like products and services. Then here, for example, insurance, I saw insurance, then got insurance, then cyber insurance, and etc. lah. Yeah, so it's actually like neater and more easier for your more easier for your visitor to navigate on your website. Yeah, so I hope that it's clear lah. Okay, so I'll just randomly just do this first because I don't have a set of like content that I want to insert. Okay, so now that your home is here, right? How to make it above, right? It's actually to create a new blog. Okay, so a new blog is actually a new section. It will be a separate section. So I'll just show you what will happen if you create a new blog. You can see there's a lot of categories here, right, for your template. So you can just go under header. But now the header is all like pro lah, so you can't really do much about it. So you just like create your own blank one. Yeah, then you drag the one that you previously created the menu down to add into here. Yeah, so it should move down to the new block. Yeah, so now, right, is you want to bring above, right? What you can do is, you can see these 3 buttons at the side. You go to the second button. Then it's actually a reorder of blocks. So you just drag to reorder and bring it to the front. Yeah, so now you can see actually your menu is actually above your content, which is the turquoise background that I have right here. Yeah. Everyone still okay, right? Wait, I got a question. Why my one have WordPress logo and not the home? Oh, okay, solve it. Okay, so now, right, I'll teach you how to but for now everyone is already on this interface, right? Like your menu is above your content. You guys need more time or have any question? Yes, okay, so now I'll teach you how to like adjust the fonts, adjust the size, or like put in like color backgrounds and all. Okay, so if you hover, you can see this black color icon. So if you click on it, you can see all these icons, right? Yeah, so the first one, right, is actually to make it like you can actually make it global. So what this means is, right, whenever you create a new page, it will appear on like the top screen, the top like over here at the top block of your page. So you don't need to keep adding like you manually add it in. So it saves times and all. So whenever like you want to make changes, right? Like let's say you don't like the color, you want to make it, sorry. Let's say you don't like the color of the background, then you want to change. Let's say read. So you click save, right? Automatically, right, your other page menu color will be changed as well. So you don't need to go one by one into the page to change the color lah. So it actually saves time. Yeah. Okay, so this is so the second button, right, is actually like, let's say you want to add an image for the background. Then you can use this to upload lah. Yeah, then this is like the video link. So the one drawback about this plugin is, right, you can only insert a YouTube link or a Vimeo link. You cannot upload like a video on its own from your computer. Yeah, so firstly you have to upload to YouTube, then get the link, then input into the link into this URL before you can actually insert the video into your website. Yeah. Okay, so you see this like balloon looking thing, right? It's actually like a pin. It's for like map lah. Yeah, so you can actually let's say, I don't know, any this an address. Because of the because of the background, right? I couldn't see the map lah. So basically, you can actually add a map here. So yeah, but use it wisely lah. Okay, so actually before I continue, right? When you add images, right? There's actually these three websites I want to recommend you to get your images from lah. Because like normally when you want to get one image, you will just go Google and let's say you want cupcakes, right? You just type for cupcakes. Then search for the image, right? But not all images that you find on Google, right, is free lah. Then some of them is copyrighted. So if you don't check properly, right, you may get sued by the person for copyright. Yeah, so in order to avoid that situation, right, there's actually like these three website that provides like free images that you can use without having the risk of like copyright lah. Yeah, so it's actually Unsplash, and their pictures are actually really nice as well, like quite aesthetic lah. You can see like zoom. Let's say I want cupcakes. And you can see actually the pictures are actually quite nice. Yeah, so I recommend these three websites, Unsplash, Pixels, and Pixabay. Yeah, but of course, like in the website itself, there's also like images that need to be that you have to pay lah. But normally all the image that I find is all free. Yeah, so you can just work with what you have lor. Okay, then let's say I want to have this background. I will have to download the image first. Okay, then after that I go back to the WordPress. Then I upload the image. Is my computer a bit lagging? Yeah, so you can just select files and you choose like the copy. Yeah, let me try again. Not sure why I cannot. Let me try another photo. Yeah, so now you can see it's uploading. Then you just update. Sorry. When it's uploaded, right, you can just select it later on. It's taking some time to load, but okay, let's say I want this photo instead to save time, right? I'll just select it. Then it should appear. Oh yeah, okay. So it's here already. Then you can see like this parallax thing, right? But now it's none. But what happens if you put a freeze? You actually see that it's like moved, right? Yeah, but you actually like fix a page, like a section that they detect lah. Normally it's like at the end of the picture. So I wouldn't recommend you to choose it unless like you okay with this like design lah. Yeah. So normally I'll just put none lah. Okay, so that's for the picture. But however, if you don't have a picture, you just want to keep it simple, right? You can actually just put a color lor. Yeah, then actually right, there's like an overlay thing. So if you can notice, right, if I put on a lighter side of the color, right, you can actually see like a shadow of like the picture. Yeah, so you can just adjust the color. For example, I want to make it a bit darker, right? Then I can put a black overlay and adjust the shadow. Yeah. There's like no right or wrong. It's according to like what you like for your design and style. Yeah. Okay, so you see this settings button. The width, right? It's like how big the how wide the whole menu will be. Like for example, if I put smaller, right? Sorry. You can see that actually this it affects like the menu and not the picture. Because the background, right, is the outside of the menu. How do I explain? Okay, so it's like the background of the menu lah. So it doesn't affect whenever you edit like the width of the module. Yeah. So normally I'll just put big in case I have like, a lot of menu. And the height is auto lah. Yeah. So if you want to change like the text or what, right? You have to go under. You have to like double click. Then you will see this pop up. After you go to typography, you'll see a list of fonts you can choose from. Okay, so let's say I want Roboto. I can increase the size from here. Yeah, then I can maybe, then the weight is either you want a bold, where do you go like medium, up to you. Then the line height, right, it's, okay, for example, I have a lot of menus, then it takes up like 2 lines. So what's the space between the 2 columns? Yeah, so you can adjust according to from here. And this is the letter spacing. If I put higher, like you can see there's more space in between the words lah. Yeah. Okay, so how to change the color? You can see here next to the text, right, there's this box. Yeah, so you can change accordingly to what color you like. Then this is like whether you want to be centralized, like I put the right or the left. Yeah, then this settings, right, is actually for padding. So what padding is, right, is actually adjusting like the spaces in between, or you want to make it bigger to get more space in your website lah. Yeah, then the margin, right, is actually around the same thing. Just that for this, you can adjust whether, you can see the blue color side, right? Yeah, the blue color means that you're adjusting that column. Let's say I mean that side. Let's say I increase this, you can see that it's actually like increasing above here. Yeah, then if I were to adjust the right side, right, you can see that it's actually moving to the right lah. I mean to the left. Yeah. So you can just adjust according to here. Yep. And for now, the advanced one, you can just don't really care first because now you guys are still beginner, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's that for setting up a menu. Oh, yeah, so let's say you see these 3 lines, right? What this is, right? Okay, let's say you have like more than one menu that you created. Then you can actually choose the menu from here. Let me just create a menu to show you. Then you can see you can actually create a new menu. I'll put in menu 2. Very quick. So put all inside here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Normally when you make any changes, right, you have to refresh so that it's being updated lah. Yeah. If not, like you just edit, right, you cannot see the option for menu 2. Okay. So now it's under menu, right? If I switch to menu 2, it'll become like that. Yeah. So that's the use of like this button, this icon. And the spacing between the menu words. Yeah, so this is all for the menu part. I'll give you guys maybe like 10 or 15 minutes to just play around with like this menu and to create any designs that you want. And if any questions, right, you can actually just ask me. I'll be here in the text box, or you just want to unmute and talk, also okay. Yeah, you'll come back at 11 o'clock, okay? If yes, put a thumbs up or like just text a yes. Okay.